We're going to say Western world because a majority of the people are born in hospitals and things like that. Okay, me, my parents are from the South. I had my mother brought in my auntie because my mom was a midwife. She, you know what I mean? So my auntie came in and delivered me from Mississippi at my house. So you know what I mean? So here's how it works though. Okay, the white coat syndrome. When you're born in the Western world, I got this from Young Pharaoh. 9 times out of 10, the first thing the baby sees is a person of the opposite race in a white coat, right? Then it's handed to another baby, then, to another nurse, right, in a white coat. Then to another nurse, she snips the umbilical cord, they do the test, and they hand it back, right? The mother hasn't even touched the baby yet, right? She's down the line. So automatically, before the baby's born, the first thing the damn baby is seen is the white coat. Now, we grow up in school and everything, right? We watch on TV, white coat. It's good to be a doctor, and there's nothing wrong with these things. White coat, lab coat, doctor, nursing shows, everything, right? Who's the most powerful person in the school? The school nurse, not the principal. Why? Because the school nurse can say there's a medical emergency and shut the school down. The principal can't do that under no circumstance, right? But the nurse can say anything, right? And that school's gonna rock and roll. Am I lying? Hit the heart button. If hit the heart button right now, or type am I lying? If I'm lying, say I'm lying. If I'm lying, saying I'm lying. Am I lying? Okay, stay away from the chemo. Okay, but if I'm lying, you know what I mean? The eczema kit's on there somewhere. Or just look for eczema skin rejuvenation. Okay. All right, so here's what happens, right? Okay. So now we see the doctor, everything's grown up, so he's transcend. So the baby already knows we haven't even had that same magnetic transition with our loved one or our relative. As soon as we're born, we're already under the conduct of a stranger. We're under a false light because now we're in an incubator under the false light, right? We're not suppling off our mother's nipple or whatever, right? We're under this false light, right? So naturally, our circadian rhythm as we're born is messed up. Do you hear what I'm saying? So naturally, right? So we're already, as soon as we come out, under the guise and gumption of processed foods now, right? Now, if you're born after a certain time period, right? The poor little babies nowadays, right? They get so poked and prodded, right? There was no such things as really bad eczema and all autisms and stuff when we grew up. Why? Because they weren't getting 42 shots and all these things now, right? Unnecessarily, the poor little baby is getting poked and prodded, right? You know what I mean? So this is all the white coat syndrome. So when we go back to, sometimes we are being very misdiagnosed. We do know now, when people are dealing with certain things, I always tell them, man, you should get a second and third opinion, man. What? Don't always go for the overlay, right? Maybe you should go to a different city and get a different doctor, right? From a different provider. Don't bring your medical record. Say you ain't got none and say, what's wrong with me? Sometimes it's just good to know. Why? Because sometimes, you know, they got a place called the 42 Fake on the 33rd of Wednesday on February, right? So we just seen, if you were aware, I don't know if you were aware, I don't know where you've been or where you were 2 and 3 years ago, but we just saw and witnessed some of the biggest lies in the world, right? Medically. I got shadow banned for 4 years. Misfit 8. Was I one of the first people? Remember the videos about the adverse effects? The scientists sent me. I got banned so bad. I was one of the first people in the world talking about the adverse effects, begging people, don't take this. This is what's going to happen. 3 to 4 months. I had a sign. Boy, they shut down my page. Next day, I got pulled over by the FBI 7 times. They didn't want me on flights because I was going to give conferences on how to cure COVID, right? Everything. They were stopping my flights, threatening me, all types of stuff. Turned down my pages, wiped out my bank accounts for a month. Every social feed, I'm blocked. I'm still blocked from everything. Still trying to come back now from all this. So imagine your livelihood being taken away from you for you trying to help the public, all for them to come out, say everything in my tonic from the World Health Organization cures COVID. I said it. Everything I put in my tonic, they got to study plus more, and I already knew it. But I already cured over 10,000 people, right? All the ladies in my neighborhood love me because their babies were sick, and they was like, what? I said, man, what? Or what the hell? Take a breathe. Woo, 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 woo. I said, man, just check it out, homie. It's not what you, woo, 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 you know? And when you help save, man, it's not unquestionable. I know I was talking about the worms coming out the body first. I got all the proof. I was the one noticing the worms first because I got the pictures. I had this newscaster and then they posted it when the parasites were coming out, because I know that chelation plus, when you take it from my kid, it makes the worms and the fibrous tissue come out. And I noticed some people were sending me the pictures when they all had the COVID or when they got the vaccine. I'm noticing the fibrous tissue. So I said, you got to keep decalcifying the body, because this is activating the natural parasite within the body, because the immune system is broken down. So anything you consume now will become a worm, bro. What? Am I lying? Bro, if you know what's going on, everything I said is actual fact, okay? I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds conspiratorial, right? But if you do the studies in the way I may be projecting it right now, but if you are to look at the science and the true data, it's 100% spot on, right? Why? Because I'm still here. What do you mean? If I was wrong, I wouldn't have no followers. Motherfuckers would be talking shit, right? Everybody be like, blah, 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 blah. That's not what they do. People around the world come to me, people, administrators, princes, royal family people, different people, and say, brother, keep doing what you do, man. Thank you for helping my family, right? I'm like, damn, you mess with me? I'm like, wow. They're like, yeah, we bought your products, man. We send it over here, man. Hey, best stuff ever. Man, you helped my son. You helped this. Man, my wife had a baby now. We couldn't have babies. We were both, for instance, famous influence. 3 different people in 3 different years. This is why I'm here in life, okay? This is why I was here in life, okay? For nothing more and nothing less. Maybe I've topped out in life. I don't know, but I know